and she sat me down. She was like, Mary, so check out we need try. So that was how we started. Marriage has taught me to be myself. Yes, definitely.
Hello guys, hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So I know you've seen the part one of this video, and I know even me, I enjoyed the conversation, I enjoyed creating the video, and I know that you guys actually enjoyed watching the video also. But please, if you're a new subscriber here, or if you're just in this space, please make sure to like, please make sure to share, subscribe, and join this amazing community. Of course, you already know it's Vibe Upon Vibe here. We learn a lot. We don't know everything, but we'll share what we know, and then we'll come here to learn together. So, if you've seen the part one, like I said, you know that we are having a juicy conversation here, and I think this is the most exciting part of the conversation for me because we're about to go into relationship, we're about to go to family, and then just talk about life in general. And then you know that is all we do on this channel. Without further ado, let's just get right into this video. So, Ma, thank you again for granting us the opportunity to speak with you. It's really amazing, and I think I must say this. I love your personality. And then okay, so the first question. How did you know your husband was the one for you, ma? How did you know it was the one for you? Of course, you had so many suitors that were coming your way, right?
Sure.
Yes. So how did you? Okay, I think this is the one for me. This is the one I would like to spend forever with.
Hi. Actually, like I said in the first video, is God. Everything about us is God. Yeah, we attend the same church. We lived, I think our childhood was on the same street as such, just some buildings away. But then years after, I think his parents had a new place and they moved.
So sorry, ma, you knew him, like you guys were close during your childhood?
Yeah, not really, because he's much older than I do.
Okay. Wow,
So
much older?
Yeah.
Wow.
My husband is 12 years older than
Wow,
me.
that's a lot. 12 years.
So yes.
Wow. Did you have as much?
So he's 12 years older than me. So we were not really close during our childhood, but then I see him as my elder brother on the street, streets, and in the church. So even if he just tells others, go and do this, go and do that, immediately I'll just listen to him, to his instructions, and do whatever he asks us to do. So while I was in SS2, precise SS2, he came around. There is this program we used to have in the church, which is called Youth Congress. My parents already told myself and my siblings that one of us will go for that year's Congress, but my husband came around, youth now, and I think he was a youth president then. So he came around and to inform my parents that there's going to be a youth congress. My mom said, no, my daughter is not a youth. She's 18. That I'm going nowhere. So that was how the whole thing just started. And my mom said, no, she's not going. My husband left, and he gave me money that day. He gave me 200 naira then. And he said, just take this. I think that was in 2006. That should be in 2006. Yeah. So when he gave me that money, a woman saw us. She's late now. She now said, that's my husband. I said, why will you say such? Then I ran to my mom upstairs and said, Mom, why would this woman say such a thing? Then my mom was so upset and said, don't mind her, that he is not your husband. So he's not your husband. So he's not my husband. And I said, okay. So I left and I dropped the money on the table. So I just left and I went back to play with my siblings. So years later, he came around. I think when I got admission into Adekunle University, he came around to check on me. But then I made one funny, I did one funny thing. So he said he wanted to eat, and I said, I don't have food in my house. So I took him to a nearby restaurant and I left him there. I just took him there
I left him there.
And I left him there. I said, I'm coming back soon. And that was how I left, and I switched off my phone. For days. I did not put on my phone.
Wow.
So we did not see. And the person he stayed with, who was a friend, he now said he doesn't know where I was staying. So unfortunate for him. So that guy did not know where I was staying. So he couldn't just reach out to me again. And I think days after, or probably the following day, he left and went back to Ado. So during my service year, he also wanted to come around. I said, there's no problem. I said, there's no problem. I assured him that he should come. Wow. So he was prepared with his friends. And unfortunately for him again, I switched off my phone for days.
Wow. Hey.
So I was like, I don't want to see him. You can imagine someone you have promised before that, okay, don't worry, you can come around. So he was so prepared, and I think he told his friends that they are going to see his girlfriend or probably something like that.
Were you dating then?
We were not really dating, but like he wanted to make his intentions known. But I really do not want such.
Yeah.
I don't want that from him, because I know he's this kind of person that once we begin that relationship, he's not going to. I'm going away. He's not going to end there. So I already know what he wanted to do. So I don't want that to happen, because I don't know how to tell my parents at home. Good and fine, I have another relationship, but my parents were like, are you sure he's going to be the one, this and that? But then my mom would just be like, keep watching him and do not allow anything. So we were just watching each other from afar. So it was just like that. And then like I said earlier, during my service year, when he wanted to come, so I told him I'm ready. I switched off my phone. So
you stressed him.
I think thereafter he was like, this girl, why are you behaving like this? So there was this day in 2015, I was looking for a job. So I had another one. I have a place where I was working then, but I don't really like that environment. I was like, okay, Abuad, that's Afe Babalola University in Ado Ekiti, they were recruiting. So I now said, okay, this man worked there, and I think he could write a reference letter for me. So while I was talking with a friend of mine, she now said, go ahead and do it. And I said, this man, if I tell him now, he would want me in a relationship with him, or he would give me some kind of conditions that I might not want. Then he now told me that just go ahead, that he might not, and if he wants that, there are ways to undo such thing. So I said, no problem. I picked my phone and I called him and I said, sir, could you please write me a reference letter? I said, so you have my number? I said,
so you have my
number? Yes, I even know it offhand. Wow. He said, you know my number offhand? I said, yes, I do. Wow. So that was how we started talking, and the whole thing began. So he asked me that, do I have a mentor or a role model? I said, yes, I do have a mentor. So he walked up to my mentor and made his intention known to the man.
First.
So, yeah.
Wow.
So the man now walked up to me and said, this is what is happening. I said, no, if it is Ferrari, I don't want him. I don't want to see him near me at all. Wow, so the next thing was, I have a spiritual mother. So I told him about that spiritual mother as well. So he went to meet the woman. So they spoke, and he told him about his intention as well. So the woman walked up to me and said, Mary, oh, yeah, tètè jàre nísìn, gbogbo èyí tó ṣakọ yìí, ó máa tó ṣẹ. I was like, sister, don't even go there at all. That I'm not interested in him and I don't want him. So I think months later, the Reverend Sister now told me that you had better be serious, that Kayode is a serious person and he is a changed person, because there are some characteristics I was looking at in him. I was like, I don't want this kind of man. But then I just felt like, okay. So this sister invited me to the convent, and she said, Shuryu, these few days, I want you to start praying. When you wake up in the morning after morning mass, that you will go back to the chapel and pray alone. My dear sister, whenever I go to the chapel, I'll just lie down there and sleep. Because I'll just sleep off, and the next thing will be like, sister will come around and ask me, Mary, ṣó ti pray, ṣó ti bọ́ lọ́run sọ̀rọ̀? Sister, bó ti ṣe lè tí mo lè ṣe. She will like, ó ti ṣe tó lè ṣe. Ọlọ́run ti sọ fẹ́ pé Ferrari rárá sister, Ọlọ́run ti fi Ferrari hàn mí. So that was how the whole thing started, and I don't know. So sister and Ferrari planned it one way.
Wow.
We met.
Ferrari is a good getter. You know what you want.
We met, and I was even thinking that year I won't celebrate New Year at home. So I don't know how they planned it. And sister just said, go home, that you need to go and celebrate New Year at home with your family. I was like, okay. And we met in church. I was like, Ferrari, are you around? This and I asked him. So that was how we reconnected and we started the whole thing again. So, and it has been so interesting. We've been enjoying it. Yeah. We've been happy since then. Yeah. And we really bless God.
Yeah. So, but at what point did you not realize that maybe I should let's just do this like thing together? At what point did you make that decision? Did you hear anything from God, or you just like, well, let's just go into this thing?
Actually, I won't say I heard anything from God because, but then after the whole thing, and my mentor came in with my spiritual mother, so they had to involve my mom because they know that's the only person that can talk to me. So my mom came and she sat me down. She was like, Mary, check out for trial. So that was how we started. That statement, check out for trial. Because my husband is this kind of person that his social life is a priority to him. He doesn't joke with it at all. So that's one of those things my mom in particular was looking at, that and to like social life, show my cope, you are this kind of person. Though to some extent I think I love social activities, but then I am somehow I really don't like it as well when it is getting too much, because I just see it as something unnecessary. So when my mom just advised me that let's just give him a trial, then I said, okay, no problem. And that was how it started. And I was like, then for a trial, no. But then during those moments, at least he really tried his best. Yes, he tried his best, because all the tests that I tried to put him into, I think he never failed any. Okay. He never failed any. So I just felt that, okay, this is the man. And another thing is the day he came to my parents' house, and he told my dad, who was disturbing me then, that Mary, you had better go for your master's. That's the only thing that you can do to get a job, a better job. So I told my dad that, no, I need to assist you. You have tried your best. 3 of us in the university. It is not easy at the same time. So I just need to do something. So he was like, okay, no problem. But when my husband came and said, okay, you're not going to get married if you don't further your education. I'm like, okay. And my dad was so glad that, so he can understand that feeling. Yes. So my dad was, you won't choose for me now, I'll choose for myself. So, and my dad has been so happy to have him. In fact, he used to call him his first son. His first son, his first child. So even if there's anything, my dad will always call him first. My dad might not call me for this, but once he calls Ferrari, he knows that everything is fine with us.
Wow, I love that relationship actually.
So that's just
wow, that's so nice. Okay, ma, what qualities would you say young girls should look out for in a partner? That they should like. Well, these qualities are very important because you've had experience in marriage. You've been married for quite some years. So what would you tell young girls to look out for in a guy?
I would advise young girls to look for a God-fearing man. God-fearing man can be social and at the same time, sorry, someone can be social and at the same time be God fearing,
Okay.
and you can have someone who is not social but is not God fearing. But then you need to look at that attribute in particular, someone that is God fearing. Let me, please, will you allow me to just expatiate on that?
Okay,
Because
yes, ma'am.
God fearing, like my husband, if he's doing the wrong thing,
Yes.
and I can see that he's going through the wrong direction, I just call him, beloved, etuti bere abi. You know, that kind of feeling.
Yes.
What have I done? Like, okay, this thing you're doing is wrong. You have to come back. And I will try to quote Bible verse that will support that.
So what you're saying?
See, this thing you're doing, the Bible says so that you should not do this. You'll be like, what to do? And yeah, Jesus. So, you know,
Wow.
and at times you will just be like, hey, I don't even want to listen to you. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. So, okay. Be on your own and let me be as well. So once I just allow him to be, before you know it, he will just come back to his right senses and be like, what I think so is the best thing for me. So he will just come back to me and he will tell me that, beloved, thank you. Even if he would not say sorry, but I know that thank you means sorry. Because you know, men, they find it difficult at times to say sorry. But once they say thank you for telling me the right thing, you should know that okay, they have gone through a lot, or probably they have thought about it, it's everything, and he has already realized his mistakes, that this thing he's doing is wrong for him, or it could be harmful to his family or something. So he will just tell me thank you. And by the time he says thank you, then that is all. So God-fearing mind is very, very important in every relationship, because you know, the guys, or would I say the men that we have today, many of them they prioritize the social life to their religious life. But then when you have someone that can always, even if he doesn't read his Bible, but at least you can always feed him with the word of God at times, maybe from time to time. And that person can always reason along with you. My dear,
Yes,
is
I think another thing is that
100%.
he has to be teachable.
He has
The guy
what?
has to be teachable
Of course,
and be open to correction.
definitely. If not, it's going to be a very big problem, because when you tell them, they'll just be like, this person has started again, or this person is trying to like choke him, or trying to, you know, some men will be like, the women are too domineering. It is not because we're domineering, because we just want the best for us, or we want the best for our family. Like I used to say, I want the best, if not for you and I, but for the children, because they're watching us. Every little thing we do, they always want to emulate us. So we need to do the right thing, even if it's not going to be 100%. At least to some extent, we need to put in our best and let them see the best in us. So that is one thing about us.
That was beautiful. Okay. I think another qualities that are coming to my mind, maybe he must be caring, must be kind. I know this, but the number one priority should be God fearing, because God is actually very important. Because there are times that there may be storm, there will be storms.
Of course.
Yes. Okay, so man, now I want
there's
you
no
to
marriage without his own challenges.
Yeah.
Like a friend of mine would always say that some people in their own marriage are using paracetamol, while some are using Septrin. The day she mentioned it to me, I was like, what do you mean? But then I sat down and I thought about it. I was like, oh, she actually said the right thing. You know, someone that is going through how do I put it now, like a kind of violence in a marriage, and the next thing is, I'm fine, I'm fine. But there's another one going through the same as well. And she will always be like, I can't go through this again, this and that. She will always be making noise. But then there are some people that will still try as much as possible to manage that home, to manage that man. It's not, I'm not trying to say that the young ladies or the women out there should try to manage such situations, like managing violences. No, you don't have to endure in your marriage. You have to enjoy your marriage. to the full.
Yes.
That is it. You just
Yes,
have
I
to
love
enjoy
that.
it
I love
because
that.
it is very, very important. If you are not enjoying your marriage, it can lead to untimely death. So many things will be going on,
Yeah.
and you won't be able to speak up because personally, I know there are women out there that will not even want to speak out because they are trying to cover up their marriage. They don't want their home
They are
to
thinking about
break,
their
but then
children too, a
their
lot of
children.
factors.
So, but then you just have to like look out for the best, the best. Men will come, they will. In fact, like a priest of mine said some weeks ago, it was like men can even go ahead to borrow money because they want to woo a lady. Yes, definitely they can borrow money to woo a lady, but as soon as the god gets what they
Yes.
want, it
Stone
is
has
it is
finished. They
it's
stop
finished.
there. They don't continue the spark,
So you just be
continue
like,
those
why is this
things.
man behaving this way? But
Yes.
then when you have a God-fearing man that is going through that wrong track, and you can call him back and tell him, this thing you're doing, it is wrong, and it will not be good for us in any way. Please, can you retrace your steps? So if that person, like you said, is teachable, the person can just retrace his step. I'm telling you,
Yes.
they will definitely enjoy that home together.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So
Okay, ma, I think the video is getting long already. So one last thing. What would you say marriage has taught you so far? Like it comes with these challenges.
sure.
What do you think?
Marriage has taught me to be myself. Yes, definitely. Because I'm this kind of person that I am very shy. I don't like to talk to people. But then, seeing my
Ma,
husband
you don't
around,
look shy. You don't sound shy. You don't sound shy.
you're the one saying that. Because
No.
if you had seen me years back, you would know I'm very shy. But then, by marriage, my man has taught me to be like, you have to be yourself. You have to be who you are. You should love who you are. You should love yourself first. So seeing him telling me that, I always feel like, okay, this is something I need to develop myself with. And seeing myself around people at all times, they will ask me question. I'll just be like, are you really talking to me? And sometimes I get upset about such things, but then you just calm me down. No, be yourself. Even if you're angry at that moment, but try to manage people. So I think my marriage has also taught me to to manage human management. Yes,
Okay.
because different people coming from different backgrounds, and you'll be like, how do you handle these people?
Yeah.
How do you handle the situations around them? So marriage has taught me that a lot, to a great extent. So
Yes. I must say I really enjoyed this conversation, and I love the way you went in depth, like shared personal experience, not just telling us, okay, do this, but you went ahead to like share personal experiences. It was so nice. Thank you so much, ma, and I pray God will continually give you success in your field. Okay, yes, one more thing. We must talk about it. How you balance being a wife, a mother, a student, and also managing like distance in like marriage. It's important. I almost forgot about that. Yeah. How do you do
thank you.
that?
It has not been easy so far,
Yeah.
but with the help of God, I found it very easy. And the people around me, my parents in particular, and my husband, very supportive.
Wow.
So, having two boys, like I used to call them, my
Not
soldiers,
easy.
it's not easy.
No child.
And
No children.
during my master's, I got the first child. Before the end of the master's, I got the second one. So when my husband said, hey, you have to go for your PhD, I was like, I'm not going for PhD. And it got to a point, he said, you need another baby. I was like,
Ah.
you will have to pick one. It's
It's
either
that
a baby or I go for my
academic.
PhD. So we have been on this, and my dear sister, it has not been easy.
It's not easy.
And the fact that he has not been around, because I was thinking I would finish my program before I relocate to Plateau State
Okay.
here. But then, God knows the best.
Understand.
So I just felt like, okay, it's better for me to move in and allow the children to get used to their dad because they are not really used to him. He comes around. In fact, I must give him a big kudos because he comes around like once in 3 months. Coming from this far distance, 2 days
So
journey, it's
yeah,
not
it's not
easy.
easy. Yeah.
So when he comes around and the children are far away from him, they're always closer to me. It will be like, why are these children away from me? Then I said, the best solution is for us to come closer. So that was how the whole thing began, and we needed to relocate. And going to school, I will have to drop my children with my parents because it's not easy. Though during my master's, I was going to the class with my baby.
Okay.
I will go to the class with my baby. And this morning we were even saying it that it's not easy at all. That you saw someone carrying a baby going to the class for exam. I was like, I did that during my master. So what's the big deal? He was like, this is undergraduate, and you, it was during your masters. I said, okay, that's okay. I can understand that. So during that period, he was there for me. He would support me, and at times I would not even feel like coming home. So you just like, you just have to come home with that baby. I want to see my baby, this and that. So after the masters, I got my PhD grade. I was so glad because I was thinking I would not get it. And for you to do your PhD, you must have your PhD grade. Without that, you cannot. It's either you go for another MSc or you go for MPhil. So I was so excited when I saw my result, and I was like, oh wow. So I eventually made it.
Yeah, thank God.
So
Well done,
thank you very much. So during the PhD program, it has really been a lot, sincerely a lot. Because going to school and a PhD program that you just feel like, okay, it's going to be research all through. But then after the interview, you were told that you have to go through coursework. I was like, coursework again? So I needed to do all of that and sacrifice a lot. But then whenever I'm traveling, I will just tell the children, please bear with me. I need to drop you. But then I'll just make sure that I don't spend more than 2 days, maximum of 2 days. So after that, I'll come back home again and stay with the children for like weeks before I decide to travel again. So that is how I've been shuffling the whole thing. And marriage, I think my husband has really made everything so easy for me, as in so easy, because he will just be like, you have to read. In fact, sometimes I'll be like, are you even reading? And he'll be like, you are not reading, you are not even serious. Oh, yeah, serious, rara, oh, serious. But then I'll be like, I have read now, I have tried. So all that was managing the whole situation, and thank God for everything. In fact, all these awards really gave me the pride that, okay, I am working. Because at a point in time when my husband would just talk to me that you are not serious, my supervisor would be like, Funke, you have not done what I asked you to do. You are not serious. Don't disappoint me. I'll be like, Oga, okay. I hope I would live up to my promises for you, because before I got my admission, my supervisor told me that I would be the first woman, the first married woman he will be supervising, because he doesn't like to supervise married women because they're always giving excuses. But I promised him that, okay, don't worry, I am going to put in my best. So he said, no problem. And with the awards I have got, I think the first one I got was PTDF, Petroleum Trust Development Fund, for my PhD. That was in 2021, and they are funding my PhD program. So I got the support of L'Oreal UNESCO as well in 2024 for my PhD. So when he received those news, he was like, Funke, you are really trying. Then I said to myself that I am living up to my promise to you. So when you're doing something of such, you have to like learn time management. Like I said earlier, I don't have a particular time for reading, but then I always make sure that, okay, maybe at daytime I sleep for like 2 hours. Then I do the house chores after the children are gone to school then. So at night I can read or just sit in front of my phone, because then I was just managing one system like that.
Okay.
Sit in front of my phone and begin to press phone. I just go through different news and all of that. So I'll be like, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that. So I try to manage my time. I ensure that, okay, this that I'm doing doesn't affect the home. It does not affect the children and the
Yes.
husband. So
Yes. Yes.
time management is very, very
Important.
important when one have so many tasks to do.
Wow. Oh, thank you so much. I still feel like we have so many things to talk about because I love the way you explain things and just like give personal experiences. Oh, but yeah, I think we have to end this video here because it's already long and people have short attention span nowadays. So when
True.
it's like very long, they'll be like, does it mean I'll sit down and watch this video? But yes, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. I'm really honored and grateful
Thank you
for
for having
honoring my
me.
invitation. Thank you so much, ma. Okay, guys, like I said, please make sure you like, you share, you subscribe. And please, 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 please share with your friends. Please like this video so that YouTube will be able to recommend this video to more people, young people out there that they would really learn a lot from this type of video. So I think next week I'm going to see you guys and yeah, take care, guys. Bye.
Bye.
I had a nice time.
Thank you.
But ma, you're not a shy person, no. The way you talk, like
Hi.
you're not. That means marriage has done a lot. Thank you so much, ma.
Thank you.
Yes, ma.
Okay. Oh wow, good. Cute there is okay. It's installed now.
Yes, ma. We've not started earning from YouTube, but just want to show
We are
appreciation. Thank you
supposed to
so much.
show this now.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
very much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you
I'm
for your
very
time, ma.
grateful.